the first time we're going to see international cricket live under a roof, indoors. It's going to be a fantastic series.
I thought it was a great idea because, we'd grown up over the years of playing first-class cricket and one-day cricket in Durban, and we always had bad light stop play. We often had rain come through in the afternoons and coastal storms as well. So we used to miss a lot of cricket. So we were quite up for the idea that it was going to be under a roof.
It was a big change in how cricket was going to be played potentially in the future.
At this time of the year, to be in this situation is quite incredible.
It was a bit of a change of climate coming from Sri Lanka, where it was very, very hot, and then going to Melbourne as it was coming out of winter.
I remember getting down to Docklands there and just training under a roof for the first time. It was really damp underfoot, to the point where we were even considering wearing footy boots in the outfield, in some parts of the outfield.
I think the surface was a little bit slippery. I can remember a lot of our fielders ended up phoning sponsors to get the rugby boots to put them on, because there was obviously no square. It was just the strip that was laid in, so the rest of it was like a rugby field.
One of the little problems we'll have is the lights. They're a little lower, obviously, than the big lights in outdoor stadiums. You can see they'll all be wearing hats. If I stand up and I just bend the hat down a little bit, you can see it takes it out of my eyes. So I think you'll find all the batsmen wearing caps, that's for sure. A little bit more difficult in the field.
But the lights weren't as great, and it felt like there were spots on the ground where it was actually darker, particularly in the corners. I think the lights were generally set up for the AFL posts.
Well, you're used to the 5 or 6 pylons, whereas the lighting was a little bit challenging maybe if you're on the boundary.
We'll have a ball.
What, you want to let him get the bad bounces first, eh?
Well, it looks like it's going to be a good deck the whole way through, so we'll let them bat first and put a target and hopefully chase it.
We had no variation, and a lot of our experience was more in the batting lineup than it was in the bowling. So with the wicket being a little bit sticky up front, we thought, well, we'll have a crack first, and I think we had Australia 30 for 3.
Oh, that's in the air. This will be caught. It's gone straight up. Rhodes says it's mine. Yes, leave it to me. Gotcha. Jonty Rhodes takes the catch. I tell you, there was no one else going to have any part of that one. He called for it. It was way, way up in the air. Nowhere near the roof, mind you, but it came down and he caught it beautifully.
And we know once Steve and Michael Bevan got going and they put on that partnership, we couldn't really mix it up.
That's away to the boundary. That's poor bowling.
Cut shot. Brilliantly played, absolutely magnificently played. That's a 200 partnership as well.
You're almost waiting for them to make a mistake, and they didn't offer us up anything, if I can remember.
That's it, they're going. Wonderful cricket. A century to Steve Waugh as well.
Steve was very, it felt he was becoming under more pressure as a captain, and he's spotting the one-day team at that point. He plays his best when he's in a fight. And that seemed like it was one of the big fights of his career then, and once again came up with the goods.
So Shane Lee, the new batsman, and he can hit it. He's got a strike rate of 90. That's why he's out there.
I think we hit the first six under lights and under a roof, which was amazing. I would have liked it the first 100.
Oh, he's hit that one very hard. That's the one. It's gone all the way. That's the first 6. Boy, did he bludgeon that one just short of a length. And he smashed it over the covers.
So I think it was off Shaun Pollock, and I think I hit the next ball for 6 as well.
Oh, he's hit that one again. Same place. Wonderful shot. Oh, it's in the air. Will it hit the roof, will it? It's really high. Will it be caught? Yes, got him. Boy, that was ever so close to the roof. Cullinan standing there. I think he was saying, I lost it for a while.
It was Australia convincing in the first match and won it comfortably.
First time under a roof for you, I'm sure. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it was pretty awesome. The pitch played very well. The ground was a bit slippery at times and the field made it a bit difficult. But in general, the stadium was awesome, and I'm sure on Friday they're expecting a lot more.
Match 2 of 3 between Australia and South Africa.
Key for us also was Nicky Boyer being fit for the second game. Just having that left-hander to control things in the middle and offer us that variation gave us a little bit more balance. And I think in that second game, we were basically done and dusted. It was the 2 at the crease again. It was Waugh and Bevan, and I think after 40 overs, we were basically facing defeat in the series.
That's hit over the top. That'll be 6. That's going. That's a beautiful shot. Dropped the refraction shot. My word, what a cricketer he is.
I think Steve also got hold of me in the over before. He put me under some pressure. So, yeah, I didn't finish all that well. I think I had to defend, it was 12 or 13 or 14, whatever it was, the last over, and didn't manage to do it.
There's 4 of them. That's beautifully played. He does. He gets 4. Oh, dear. Captain's got to do something special. He run him out surely. He's got it. Yes, he has. But Warren's on strike. And here comes the last delivery. It's a tie.
But I suppose at the end of the day, to walk away with a tie, which was pretty exciting. And then that set it up nicely for us to come back in the last game.
Second tie in, 6 or 7 matches. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's a fair indication of the closeness of the two sides, and we both probably thought we should have won the game at different stages, but a tie was probably a fair result in the end.
Bouchy had, I think he had cut his finger with some biltong. He had brought some biltong over and trying to slice it up, but he had cut his finger, so we had no other option.
Makeshift keeper, Andrew Hall, taking over from Mark Boucher.
Charge him, he's hitting very straight. It could be 6. It's a good clean hit. It is a long way back. Waited for it. That's 6. That's a long way gone. That's hitting it over the fence again. He picked the slower ball. That's good cricket. So after 50 overs, it's 7 for 206.
So to get something competitive and then defend it against the might of Australia in Australia, I think it was a pretty proud moment in that series for us.
In the air, and this could be out. Kirsten's a good catcher. He's taken it.
Bowled him! Telemarcus knocks over Damien Martin. Well, this is interesting. 2 overs to go. Kirsten's taking the pads, and Andrew Hall has done a great job with the gloves. Has got to bowl out.
Andrew Hall, I mean, he was a bit of a specialist death bowler for us, so he didn't bowl too much. But later in the series, he came good with wicket keeping, Yorker bowling, and some good contributions at the top.
There it goes, down to third man. So what a wonderful series. It's ended in a tie. Australia 9 for 198 after the 48 overs it was allotted. A jubilant South African captain. The Super Challenge ends in a tie.
We always use South Africa. They don't give up, and they had a real point to prove, particularly after the 99 World Cup. That they were keen to prove a few of their doubters wrong.
It was many ways, it was a new era, starting with some new guys. And with all the injuries, and to go to Australia, who had been so formidable in that time, to think that we could get some sort of result out of it was a real boost for us. We came back in 2003, and I think we managed to win the Carlton United series. So, yeah, that was a sort of decent stepping stone for us. But yeah, I think the most competitive team in my era certainly was Australia. So anytime we got anything from them, particularly on their own shores, we were chuffed.